we go with Grand Canyon and Utah State. And the opening tap is controlled by the visiting Aggies in their dark navy blue. Grand Canyon has debuted lavender uniforms. Their colors are purple, black, and white. They are the home team on defense to start.
I love the lavender, Kevin.
Collins is the top scorer in the conference at 20 a game. He gets inside the lane for a short jumper to start things off.
Yeah, right away, too easy of a look. Dribble, pull up in the paint. Logan is a great basketball town, but they've got tremendous coaches, and Jared is a young coach doing an incredible job.
4 coaches in recent years have taken them to the tournaments. First look for the home team. F.A. Demirel from Turkey, a freshman out top, setting the high screen. He's got it back now. They're down to 5 to shoot. This is their top scorer. Henley going to work with 3. He's going to lose it out of bounds. They'll keep it with under 2 to shoot. Head coach of Grand Canyon is very familiar. He's had a lot of success, whether it be at his school, Valparaiso. He's taken Vanderbilt to the tournament now in his 6th season. And he's gone to the NCAA tournament 4 of the 5 seasons out here in Phoenix. Catch and shoot needs to come here. This is Shaw from up top, and Caleb Shaw hits it.
That'll get the crowd involved. An answer early from Shaw with 1.6 on the clock.
And it for a long time. This is everything it was advertised to be, an electric atmosphere. Brian Moore helps run the offense. He'll take it himself and drain the triple up top.
Yeah, making threes is essential. And the Lopes are 2 for 2. Good defense, better offense.
Utah State unbeaten in the conference. Grand Canyon's actually lost a couple of home games. That's rare. This is a critical game for them today to defend the home court. Free throw again, just about the same spot for Collins.
You don't want M.J. Collins. We saw him in South Carolina have 40 on Davidson. M.J. Collins is a heater. When he gets it going, he doesn't stop.
Averages 20 per game. Moore into the corner. Triple is partially deflected by Shaw. And now Drake Allen on the run ahead to Falslev. He might have had the layup himself, but tried to be unselfish and turns it over. Henley looked like he was out of control, but got the reverse to go.
Henley knows where to take it, and that's to the basket. The fans here love it. This is crazy.
I have not heard many arenas louder than this, Greg. Inside, and a dunk missed. Keller can't flush it down. And here comes Grand Canyon. They have the early 3-point advantage in Phoenix.
Kevin, you can just see how hard Utah State plays defensively, all over the place, creates the turnover on point.
Nana Owusu Anane turns it over.
Yeah, Jaden Henley has speed. He has his head up and diverts attention and gets to the bucket. He's a prolific scorer, 5th in the Mountain West, exciting basketball player and offensive juggernaut.
Drake Allen is one of the veterans that helped Utah State go. Gets it to Collins, and he loses it. Owusu Anane forces the turnover. Henley in transition now. He cannot convert. 5-point early advantage for Grand Canyon. 3-2 in the Mountain West, 10-6 overall. Utah State 15-1 for the 3rd straight season. 6-0 in the Mountain West. Falslev stripped out of bounds. Utah State.
You'll see pressure full court. Elamine on the basketball. They'll trap, they'll run at you, but they're going to go after the basketball.
And Henley will try to sky over the crowd. Got deflected. Ball still in play, and the Lopes still have it. And Owusu Anane will attack and have a chance at it.
So they're going to call it tighter as this game goes along.
Early 7-point advantage for the home team. Blocked inside. There's the 7'7" wingspan from Evans. Transition again. Dusty Stromer, and now they'll turn it over, and this is a breakaway for Collins. Bryce Drew wanted a whistle on that one. Collins throws it down.
Taking care of the basketball is going to be so important on both ends of the floor. Both teams convert really well.
Deep three won't go for Henley. Falslev for Utah State. He can do a little bit of everything. Nice cut by Collins to get inside, but thinks better like an East Coast or a Midwest game at this point. They are getting after it in the early going. Grand Canyon has had the early advantage. Utah State has the basketball. Collins, a defended three out of the corner, won't go. Put back, no, by Templin, and it's cleared by Owusu Anane.
Evans did a good job protecting the rim. 7-7 reach. Made it very difficult for Carson Templin to finish there.
Makai Williams will hit a three. One of just two rotation players returning for Bryce Drew. That's been one of the challenges this season, that this is new. They are still learning together.
Makai Williams is a talented young man from UT Arlington. He was the WAC Freshman of the Year. Guys are on the floor, man. 6'10", power forward.
Is it January or is it March? It feels a lot like March here today.
It feels good.
Williams cut up by Falslev. And this harassing Utah State defense. Cross court. Williams just hit a three. Will miss this one. Drake Allen runs the offense for Utah State. Doesn't shoot a lot, but
it's a preview of what's going to happen down the road, but today is today.
How about what Allen did? One of the top teams in the country.
Very special story. They love him in Logan.
Henley looking for a path. That's Breidenbach, big 32 in the game there, setting the screen. Henley down 4 to shoot, draws a foul. Programs. He played in the Big Ten, the Big East, and now a second school in the Mountain West.
He's well traveled, that's for sure, and he's got tons of experience.
Grand Canyon has had control much of the way.
A rugged, tough team in the Aggies.
Mason Falslev is at the free throw line. What an athlete he is. Great high school football player. Dual threat quarterback. His senior year, he threw 9 touchdown passes. He ran for 7. He caught 11. And he also returned an interception for a touchdown. Do the math there.
Why is he in this building?
He was originally going to play football, but he's pretty good at basketball as well.
Very good.
6-point advantage for the home team. In the lavender today, Moore gets inside, hands off to Shaw, gets it back, inside 10 to shoot. Demeral's been quiet so far. Soft toss, will get the friendly roll.
Yeah, give the big boy the basketball. That'll alleviate the pressure from Utah State. If you keep the basketball on the perimeter against the Aggies, they'll steal it and they'll take it. Go inside. It's a great take right there.
Templin has used up the dribble. Falslev will come get him. He'll try a deep three and hit it. Falslev is coming off a season-high 26 on Wednesday, 2 shy of his career high. Grand Canyon is led by as many as 9. 3 out of the corner rolls out from Moore. Templin will try the triple. No. Offensive. So it's still a 5-point lead for Grand Canyon. Utah State will go the full court pressure. That's Tucker Anderson defending the ball. He's at that screen coming off his first DNP of the season, getting some early minutes here today. That was
down. Big guy cannot catch a pass that's coming at that velocity. So slow down on the pass around the basket.
Scott Brown, Michael Kaczynski, and Jose Carrion are our officials. Allen thought about the deep three.
Will attack. Rolls it over to Anderson. Falslev's going to have to go to work. Step back. Got it to go with a hand in his face.
That's why we highlighted him. The guy just continues to play. It cuts the lead to 2, quiets the crowd. A veteran shot right there.
It was 9, the lead a moment ago. Now it's 2. Nane in some trouble. Shaw with 3 to shoot. Demeril hands it back to him. 1 pass too many. No, he got it off just in time from straight on.
The decision earlier, but without any time constraints. And now 1-3-1 pressure from the Lopes, changing it up during that long period of delay.
So that slowed an 8-2 run from Utah State, but they still have some momentum, and it is now a 1-point game. Falslev hits another triple.
Yeah,
now the Lopes deal with pressure and force a turnover. And Falslev gets
mess and throughout the country.
Critical foul on Dusty Stromer of Grand Canyon, his 3rd. Falslev ties the game.
Yeah, that takes the shooter away. Stromer, a Gonzaga transfer shooter with 3 fouls. He'll sit down for the remainder of this half.
Misses a chance to take the lead for the first time. It's a 13-4 run. And we are even past the midpoint of the first half here in Phoenix.
The Aggies make passes hard to complete. That's how good their defense is.
Henley is going to bully his way to the basket. And 8 will not get 9. 2 points is the advantage for Grand Canyon as Utah State brings it back. Allen is given the 3. He'll take it. He'll miss. Rebound by Anderson. Right back to Allen. Gets inside. Tries to wrap it around. This is a big game for the Lopes because if you don't win, here's a long baseball pass that Henley basically became the defensive back, took away the interception to complete the pass, and Henley is trapped, will escape, and now they can set the offense. If you want an at-large, if you're Grand Canyon, this is the type of game that you need to win. Here's a 3 from the big man, Nane, who will step out and hit those, and makes it a 4-point cushion for the moment.
And Nane went from playing the Pizziola Gymnasium in Providence, Rhode Island at Brown to one of the biggest games he's ever played in. He's stepping up.
Perriman does a nice job of getting it inside, but Keller can't finish. Loose
full package.
It's in all 3 shots from 3-point range, 3 of 4 free throws. Has a dozen so far. Here's Perriman missing out of the corner. Nane wrestles the rebound around for the Lopes. They've only trailed once at 2-0. They've led by as many as 9. The advantage is 4 here in the first half in Phoenix.
Showing a little bit more of a matchup. Man-to-man switching. They throw a lot out. Yeah. Jared Calhoun is one of the great coaches in the country, and his team reflects it on the defensive end.
Nane will beat the shot clock. Miss. Chased down in the corner. Henley in traffic, won't go. Another offensive rebound by Moore.
Lopes really doing a good job. That's the point guard getting rebounds. So everyone is going to the glass for the Lopes effectively.
Let's see if the 3rd time is a charm. Henley, step back triple. No. One more offensive rebound by the 7-2 Evans. He'll go up with the left hand and shoot. This is the 2nd one, but has had an impact in this game, now on both ends of the floor. The average just over a point and a rebound per game. Templin backing his way down, thinking about trying to attack the big 7+ footer. Won't. Falslev with 3 to shoot. He will. Won't go. Offense
Big time on both ends of the floor for the Lopes.
Falslev at the line, hits. He's got 13 now as the top scorer for the Aggies at 20 per game. Collins comes back in for Templin. Halfway towards matching what he did earlier this week against Nevada with 26. Now more than that with 14 of the 26 for Utah State. They have tied it after only leading 2-0, but have not led since then. Nice job breaking the pressure by Grand Canyon, and Williams finishes.
You break down. They broke the press. Williams might have traveled. He kind of jumped in the air, did something crazy. But once they broke it, they know where the rim is here in Phoenix. That's for sure.
Just over 5 to go in the first half. 5 is the lead. Falslev has had the hot hand, and this will get swallowed up by Evans. Utah State wants a goaltending, and he gets a big hand getting a break as Demerol comes back in. So it was tied not long ago, back up to 7 for the Lopes. Here's Falslev, 3 up top, misses for the first time. Offensive rebound, so now he'll just take it straight to the basket. Demerol is there to change the shot and get the rebound. Moore, oh, good stutter step to the basket, and
Team all-conference preseason, and now he's starting to play like that in a big moment.
First double-figure lead. They've scored the last 7. Utah State has missed their last 6 set shots since it was tied. That ends. Falslev stays hot, hits the triple from up top, his 4th. He has 17.
Yeah, compliment the screen right there. Carson Templin set the screen. So Utah State setting screens for their 3-point shooters.
Moore did a great job of saving the possession, then finds Henley, who has a tap dance down the baseline. Demerol ends up with it, misses, got it back, stays after it, and gets it to go. The effort and intensity is immense here today.
They've got a 2-headed monster at the 5 spot right now. Dennis, Evans, and F.A. Demerol are bringing it.
Demerol has 6. The Lopes are 6-1 when he scores 6 or more this season, if you want to know. Utah State is the 2nd best shooting team in the country at 53%. They're at 36 so far today. Chance to go up by their biggest margin of the game. Demerol inside is going to lose it. They're all after it on the floor. Loose.
It's just fun to see college players. I know they're getting paid right now. They're giving everything that they have today.
It was Drake Allen that time. Here's Elamine for Utah State being harassed. For Grand Canyon with the ball. The only lead of the game for Utah State was at 2-0. And remember, they're unbeaten in conference. They are 15-1, trying to get to 16-1 for the 3rd straight season. Williams with a great skip inside the lane. Gets a break in the first half. And the lead is back to a game-high 10 for Grand Canyon. Collins has been quiet after hot early floater inside the lane will not go. Brian Moore Jr. looking for Demerol. Instead, it's the trailer Williams. Look by 10 on multiple occasions, never by Moore. And they'll turn it over.
Now, Kevin, the pressure is 3-quarter court now. When Mason's picking him up, Mason Collins picks him up in 3-quarter court, and they back up into the matchup zone.
Moore in some trouble, and Allen forces the turnover, or at least picks up the loose ball. It's ahead to Collins. Won't go. Chasing it.
And both of these teams have depth, but, you know, it's going to be your Dennis Evans guys that come off the bench and step up. So it's going to take a team effort for either of these groups.
Kai Williams looking for space for the Lopes. Spins, short, rebounded by Clark. Final minute of the half coming up here. Who's going to have the momentum going into the break? Critical time. Allen leaves it for Clark. Free throw line jumper is good.
Every possession, every second of every play here.
So let's see what drew up out of the break. Williams up top. Whips it cross court. Here is a triple that rattles out by Breidenbach, but another opportunity. Moore will miss this. Chases on. Try to throw it down with two hands. Got fouled by the big man, though. Second, no good. Falslev, who was on fire for a while, has been quiet for the last few minutes. He got 17 points, 4 threes, 5 free throws. And it's a 6-point game. 5 or 6 seconds between the game and the shot clock.
Yeah, the differential here, you'll see the Lopes get the rebound and hopefully get out and go. But the Aggies.
Collins is short on the 3. Clark gets it back. Misses. One more try for Allen. No. Go. Since 30 minutes before tip at noon local time. The Lopes may be in control, but it's only a 6-point advantage. So this one is far from over. Hometown team gets the first look to start the second half. And their guy has been Moore, but it has been balanced. 7 have scored already. Moore will fade away, miss. There's Falslev skying in for the rebound.
Their defense doesn't go away. Right there, it was very difficult to get a shot off, and it was well contested.
Collins was a little bit quiet in the first half. He had 7 points. He's the top scorer in the Mountain West at 20 per game. Off the ball right now. Falslev, he had 17. Down to 3 to shoot. He will have to step back and miss everything.
Now you can just see where really the defensive, very underrated defense by the Lopes. You can just see the numbers. They speak for themselves. It's about grit. It's about being tough and digging in defensively.
And Utah State has not just been winning this season. They have been beating people down.
Really a better offensive coach. So he's got that combination of the both, which makes this team elite.
Into Demerol. Can't get the turn toss to go. 3 try out of the corner is flat for Elamine. Henley rebounds for the Lopes. He had 8 in the first half. He'll pull up here, and he's in double figures with 10.
Right there was a ball screen, and they switched it, and it was a 5 coming out and playing Henley. So the switching defense plays into the Lopes' offensive advantages. So it's a chess match.
Collins picks up the loose ball, and he scores. That's big. He scored all of his 7 in the early stages of the game. They will need him to get it going here in the second half to provide some balance for Falslev. Henley thought about it. Shaw will take it, and he'll hit it. Triple right in front of the Lopes bench.
Yeah, Caleb Shaw, again, an unsung player. This game is going to be deep. It's going to be long. Shaw steps up. It's in his genes, baby. It's a big 3 for the Lopes.
Caleb Shaw is their top 3-point shooter at 38%. Allen with 5. Oh, that's a nifty move, but it's blocked. Goaltend, I think, is going to be the call.
Floor general. Drake Allen is a story for all you young guys out there and gals. Go out continue to believe in yourself, and your opportunity will be presented.
Drake Allen has actually played here before when he was at Utah Valley. He's been at 4 different schools in Utah. This is the first time these programs have met. They'll play again later this year. And then who knows, because Utah State is going to the Pac-12. This is the first season in the Mountain West for the Lopes. Loose ball out of bounds. It goes to Utah State.
Getting early here in the second half, we're seeing some shots that are just not in rhythm. Both teams are not in sync offensively. The defense is good, but offensively, you got to get better shots for both teams.
We'll see if someone can take control early in the second half. I suspect this one is going down to the wire. Allen looking for room. Falslev will float one up and miss. Templin staying after it. Hands it off nicely to Falslev, who finishes.
Templin is a bear on the offensive glass. Great composure. Lovejoy High School in Texas. I love it. Kid plays as hard as anybody in the Mountain West.
19 for Mason Falslev after scoring 26 on Wednesday. It's a part-time starter in all of those places and has really found a nice home here in Phoenix with Grand Canyon. 7 points is the advantage. Utah State, perfect in conference, trying to stay that way. Allen with a nice attack to the basket and finish.
Utah State has options. That many players they can go to makes them really hard to guard.
Allen's got 8. Moore looking for the high screen. Will take it from Demerol. Now Henley will need to go to work. Under 5 to shoot. Defended nicely by Allen. Doesn't hit anything, and it hit
Camping out. So it's special. It really is.
Well, they have helped the home team to a lead almost the entire game against the 23rd ranked team in the country, but far for over because it's still tight. 5-point game as Templin bangs his way down, but cannot finish from in close.
Dennis Evans, a factor in the paint.
Well, the freshman doesn't always play a lot. Just 9 games so far this season, 4 minutes per game. But the 7'2" player with a 7'7" wingspan has had an impact today. He's back in off the bench. Here's a deep 3 from the wing that is good for Makai Williams, and it's back to 8. Allen will take it again. Can't finish from the left side, and it's rebounded by Shaw.
Allen, the uncharacteristic missed bunny, but his quickness to his left hand, impressive. But right now, danger zone, 8-point lead. The Lopes have some confidence.
Moore gets it partially deflected. Nice defensive play by Collins, and Falslev on the attack. Into the corner. Triple try there is good. That is a big 3 for the big man, Adlon Elamine.
He is not afraid of the moment. And again, Falslev comes down the floor, gives the ball to a freshman, has confidence in him, and he delivers.
So it went from a chance to get it back to double figures to now it's a 5-point game.
The Aggies.
He picked up a second foul, so he'll get a break now. Williams just hit a 3 a moment ago. He will try one more time and hit another. Makai Williams in double figures now. And it's back to 8. Oh, that's a nice look by Perryman. And it is thrown down with authority by Carson Templin.
Believe it or not, that's only the 5th assist that Utah State has for the basketball game. And when you give it to, they call him KT. KT, finish strong. Carson Templin.
Every time it looks like the Lopes might start to really take over, Utah State has an answer. It has stayed close. Single digits the entire game. But the Lopes have always led. And the hot hand right now belongs to Makai Williams, who hits his 3rd straight perimeter shots.
We're at the desert. He's heating up in a big way.
He is not dry, though, right now. Heat check coming. Oh, there's a nice follow by Templin, who is always around the ball. And once again, Utah State has the answer to quiet this crowd just a bit.
You might ask why Dennis Evans has to come out and play the ball screen. He's not quick enough to get.
Stromer didn't play a lot in the first half with 3 fouls. He's back inbounding. Let's see what Makai Williams does after a couple of threes and a deep 2. They'll look for him and get it to him. Colby King has that assignment. Whoa. A fresh opportunity, though, but Breidenbach is blocked. Still back to Moore in the corner. Stromer will try the 3. No. And the Aggies coming out there with it. And they're only down by 6.
Templin is immense on both sides of the floor. I think he looked at a bench to get a sub, but this guy is Superman right now for Utah State.
He's got the ball now on the elbow. Elamine spins back. That's a nice soft touch by the freshman from Arlington, Virginia, Adlon Elamine.
Special. You're a freshman, you come into this building, you put it down, you spin away from the defense and make a New Jersey, that's for sure. I love Jersey, but guess what? A little piece of Phoenix doesn't hurt in January.
Different than my hometown in Indianapolis as well. I will linger here as long as I can, especially if we get treated to action like this. The Billing has lived up to expectations with the home fans, and the Lopes have led almost the entire way. But it's a turnover here, and Perryman is going to cut it to 2 with the 2-hand flush. Utah State has not led since 2-0, and they're back within 2.
You cannot go one-on-one against 5 blue jerseys. Henley at the top of the key tried to go into his bag of tricks, and 3 guys could have stolen the basketball. So you got to move the basketball against these guys.
And what do we got here? Free throws coming. And Utah State went just 9 of 28 in the first half, 9 of 14 so far here in the second half. That's more their norm. They are the second best shooting team in the country at 52%.
Which is an incredible statistic.
Here's Falslev. No, he's got 19 so far.
The Aggies have to deal with.
So 2 of the Aggie big men with 4 so far. 4 is the lead for Grand Canyon, playing against the 23rd ranked team in the country, previously unbeaten Utah State. Blocked from behind, his 3rd foul. That's a concern for both teams. Grand Canyon, by the way, though, has not committed a foul yet in the second half. Defending right here, Falslev with the floater, and Henley comes up hobbling just a bit. He's got the ball now. Let's keep an eye on him.
Got hit with a hard screen. Questionably illegal, but there's a lot of bodies going on.
3 for Stromer, no. Falslev rebounds. Can cut it to 2 or 1 with a triple. Allen.
Competition here today between 2 really good teams.
That was the first foul of the second half for the Lopes. Sideline inbound with 9 to go in a 4-point game. Utah State. And now that's the second foul. Team now in the game. And in the second half, GCU has hit 9 of 10 free throws. Utah State has not scored from the foul line. The Lopes have only committed 2 fouls here in the second half. Falslev gets to the basket. Evans this time is called for the goaltend.
Now that's a Patrick Ewing against Carolina goaltend.
Falslev said, I'm going to arch this one high enough that there's no way it's not going to be coming down.
It's very hard to throw it up that high, and just give Dennis Evans a lot of credit today. Stepping up for the Lopes.
23 for Falslev. Owusu and Nane out of the corner misses. Templin back in playing with the...
And he got it twice.
Well, the freshman has had an impact on the home floor here today. Elamine has been good from outside, misses. Evans is going to be...
Grand Canyon, if they have any thoughts of winning the Mountain West Conference, this is one on the home floor they have to add. Even though we're not to the midpoint of the season, this is a critical January game. Floater for Brian Moore Jr.
Brian Moore playing a solid floor game as a point guard that can score, deliver, attack. Great day for Brian Moore Jr.
He's got 18. Falslev gets that one erased going to the basket by Evans. He's got 4 blocks. Now Williams. Moore in the corner. No. Offensive rebound. Got both free throws.
Big possession right here, Kevin. You got a 7-point lead. You want to keep the ball in front, get a rebound without fouling.
Collins trying to go to work. Templin will try the triple. No. Rebound loose. Falslev saved it and got it over to Elamine for a dunk.
To think Grand Canyon lost the last game in this building. I don't know how you lose in this building.
Well, it's still been a transition with 11 newcomers on Bryce Drew's staff, so they are going to be better the longer we go in this season. Down to 10 to shoot right here for the Lopes. Moore back up to Shaw. He hit a big 3 right there.
I think big is an understatement.
He's a hometown guy.
Ooh,
it's all about family for the Shaws and the Drews. What does Elamine have to answer? No. Evans trying to keep it alive. Templin in there.
Now you're finding out who's got the metal to make plays. And we got a lot of guys out here on both teams making really special plays.
Shaw has the defensive assignment right now on Collins, the top scorer in the conference. He gets free up the screen and misses. Rebounds.
These guys know how to flop and they know how to dive.
Collins air ball as Falslev and Shaw fighting underneath. And there's Templin there to pick up the pieces. And for Carson Templin.
Here comes the pressure. One thing about the Aggies, they know how to press. So down late in the game, there's no hesitation. They're going to a 1-2-1 3/4 court press.
Shaw all the way to the basket and the follow by the freshman Evans. Huge impact today for someone averaging 4 minutes per game. And time is now becoming a factor for the Aggies. While we say Utah State has always had the answer to keep the Lopes from taking full control, same can be said about Grand Canyon. Every time Utah State gets it to 4-2, they come back with an answer. And one more time for Makai Williams, who has been on fire in the second half. 17 points now for the guard, and it is a 10-point advantage, matching the biggest of the game. Falslev, he's got 23, make it 25. 51 points in the last 2 games for Mason Falslev.
I got one word for that. Tough. He is just relentless.
And they're still alive, but 2:45 left. They must get stops. And the Lopes will use as much clock as they are allowed.
Yeah, Aggies staying true to form, playing their matchup defense, keeping the ball in front.
Williams, one more time. Will it count? They want to go 10. Yes.
I've been playing really, really good defense, so.
Let's see how quick they get into it. Allen is going to try to attack. Falslev, he's the guy. Misses that one. Templin with a putback try. No. Full court pressure. Lopes trying to first get it inbound, get it past midcourt. And then let's see what the Aggies do defensively. You got to get it across. Dangerous pass. They did not. Both teams have taken great care of the basketball in the second half. That is amazing. We're inside 2 minutes to go. 8-point advantage for the defending team right now. Falslev misses. Evans high. But Collins will get it. Triple try up top is good. It's a 5-point game.
Collins' first three. He leads the conference in three-point field goal percentage, but he made his first one.
Let the motor forward. Effort goes a long way. Lopes basketball in trouble. Templin got it, but he'll throw it away.
.26.
Falslev off a big screen. Looking. There's another block by Evans. That's the fifth. Three try, no good out of the corner by Elamine, and the Lopes have it. Dennis Evans had a...
Contended, you do what you do. When he shoots it better off the dribble.
Wow.
So when he gets to the foul line...
King, three. No. Rebound by Henley. And they didn't get anything out of that. We're inside a minute now. It's still only game. And the Havocs, the student section, they can feel it. It's within reach to beat the 23rd ranked team in the country. Collins trying to keep the Aggies alive. No. Inside 45 seconds. And they stepped on the sideline.
That hurts. Coach Drew is like, the only thing you can keep the ball on the floor and you're going to get fouled. Step up on the line and you're in the Havoc territory. It's not good.
So still a little bit of life. Falslev, no. Rebound, and it should just about be safe. Seems appropriate that Moore got the game started. We'll get it finished with the lay-in here. He's got 18. Falslev one more time, no. Templin with the putback, And then there's the appropriate finish.